Yung nandoon sa brainstem. Yung cranial nerves yun na yung lumabas sa brainstem no? So what are we're gonna study today are the cranial nerve nucleus. Okay. So, that is the brainstem. You have this is the thalamus. Let's orient natin yung brainstem, ha? This is the thalamus. Okay. Your brainstem is made up of the midbrain, pons, and medulla. Midbrain, pons, medulla. Okay, here, this is the thalamus class. So this is your brainstem. Inferior to the thalamus, you have the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla. Okay. What are your cranial nerves? How many cranial nerves do you have, class? Ha? 12. Nasa nakalagay yung olfactory nerve, which is cranial nerve number 1. Nasa inferior part ng cerebrum. So you won't be able to see the olfactory nerve when you study the brainstem. Kasi nandun siya sa inferior part ng cerebrum. Yun yung dumadaan sa olfactory sulcus. Okay? So what is the next cranial nerve? This is the anterior part of the brainstem. What is the next cranial nerve? Optic. Alam niyo na ba yung mnemonics din yan? Yung O, to touch and feel Kasi nung panahon ko, may iba na ata kayo ngayon, O, to touch and feel a girl's vagina. Such heaven. No? Ngayon, ewan ko na kung ano na yung ginagamit nyo nung panahon ko. So the first, nandun siya sa, the first cranial nerve, nasa cerebrum siya, inferior part. Next is what is the next? Optic nerve. Tama? Okay. So that is the optic nerve. And dito class, that is the optic class. Diba nakita niyo rin yan when you study the inferior part of the cerebrum? Next is the oculomotor. Okay, so isa-isahin natin siya. These are the legend. Because you have the sensory, the motor, and the mixed cranial nerve. Okay. So again, this is the optic nerve followed by the oculomotor nerve. So the oculomotor nerve class, you will find the oculomotor nerve at the level of the, what part of the brainstem? Anong part to? Midbrain. So that is the oculomotor nerve. Sa side ng oculomotor nerve, tingnan nyo yung inyong mga brainstem, kaya kung kayo pinakita. Meron dyan, that is the anterior portion, Tingnan nyo muna yung anterior portion. Sa side, doon nag-e-exit yung trochlear nerve nyo. Trochlear nerve. Okay? Nakita? Okay. So, the cranial nerves in your midbrain are the oculomotor and the trochlear nerve. Okay? Tandaan niyo yan. Oculomotor and trochlear nerve, makikita niyo yan sa level ng midbrain. Okay, next. Cranial nerve. Cranial nerve number 5. That is the trigeminal nerve. So, this is the pons class. Diba? Sinabi ko, yung matabang yan, na part ng brainstem, that is the pons. Okay? So, lateral to the pons, you have 2 large cranial nerves. Okay? Those are the trigeminal nerve. Okay? Trigeminal nerve, which is a mixed nerve. What is the motor part of the trigeminal nerve? Muscles of mastication. Yung sensory part niya is the face. Diba? So that is the mixed cranial nerve. Okay? So hindi nyo yan Hindi kayo magkakamali dyan sa trigeminal nerve niya. Napakalaki niyan. It's very prominent at the lateral sides of the pons. Okay? Next, cranial nerve number 6 is the abducens. Dun siya nag-exit class at the medial part of the pons. Okay? So, nandun siya sa pinakagitna. That is the abducens nerve. So, what is the function of the abducens nerve? That is a motor cranial nerve. Okay? So, if it is the function, SO for LR, lateral rectus muscle. So, it abducts the eye. Okay? That is for the abducens nerve. Okay. Sundan yung class ha, kasi gahol kayo sa oras. Okay. The abducens nerve is followed by the facial nerve, which is the mixed cranial nerve. Okay. What is the motor component? The facial expression. What is the sensory component? The taste. Anterior 2/3 of the tongue. Okay, that is the facial nerve. And lateral to the facial nerve, you have now the vestibulocochlear nerve. Okay, hearing and balance. That is the vestibulocochlear nerve. Can you follow, class? Huh? Okay, so what are the cranial nerves of the pons? Start with the trigeminal nerve, the abducens, the facial, and the vestibulocochlear nerve. Okay? So, yung apat na yung class, makikita nyo sa pons. Okay? So, yung 1 at 2, nasa cerebrum. 3 at 4, nasa midbrain. 5, 6, 7, 8, nasa pons. Okay? O, binibigyan ko kayo ng clue. Binibigyan namin kayo ng clue para pag nag-aral kayo, mas maiintindihan nyo siya. Okay? Again, the trigeminal, abducens, facial, vestibulocochlear, you will find it at the level of the pons. Okay? Next cranial nerve. And the glossopharyngeal. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Glossopharyngeal class, dun siya makikita at the medalla na. Nakikita niyo yung isang palikpik sa taas ng medalla? Look at the medalla, class. May nakikita kayong palikpik dyan. Sa pinakataas, that is the glossopharyngeal nerve, followed by the vagus nerve. Okay? Glossopharyngeal, yung isang maliit na palikpik in between, nasa lateral ng pons at medalla. Ayan yun, no? Inferior to the glossopharyngeal is the vagus. Okay? Nakuha? Nakita niyo, class? O, sige, paulit-ulit ako, ha? Then, followed by the accessory nerve for the trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid. Before, it is called the spinal accessory nerve. Kaya makikita nyo, ang haba niya, going down into the spinal cord. But now, it is now called as the accessory nerve. Okay? Accessory nerve lang siya. Okay. Then, lastly, you have the hypoglossal nerve between the pyramid and the olive. Diyan nag-exit yung hypoglossal nerve nyo. Okay? The pyramid and the olives are two swellings of the medulla. In between, that is where the hypoglossal nerve exits. Okay? So what is the function of the hypoglossal nerve? It is motor. Ha? Tongue. Okay? Tongue muscle. Okay, did you get it? So, 1, 2, cerebrum, 3, 4, sa midbrain, 5, 6, 7, 8, sa pons, 9, 10, 11, 12, sa medulla. Ha? Tandaan niyo yan. Para pag practicals, mabilis niyo siyang matatandaan. Okay. That is, again, the anterior view of the brainstem. Now, okay. Pakita ko lang ulit, ha. This is the olfactory nerve running along the olfactory groove, the sulcus, and the optic nerve. Okay? Okay. That is just a review. Okay, now, this is the posterior part of the brainstem. Okay, this is where the cranial nerve nuclei are located. Meaning, nuclei, nandun pa siya sa loob ng brainstem. Hindi pa siya nag-exit. Earlier, we studied about the cranial nerves kasi nag-exit na siya sa inyong brainstem. So yan, cranial nerve nuclei yan. Look at the posterior view. Okay, posterior view of the brainstem. Okay, let's orient. This is the midbrain. Midbrain class because you have these two structures. That is the crus cerebri. Okay? This is the midbrain, this is the pons, and the medulla. Okay. Okay, sige. Now, the trochlear nerve class, yan yung makikita nyo in between the midbrain and the pons. Okay? Tingnan nyo yung trochlear nerve. Superior oblique muscle ang sinusuplayan niya. Yan, this is the actual specimen in which you can see the trochlear nerve. I think this is the longest cranial nerve. Okay, anyways, this is the trochlear nerve. Okay. Siya yung galing sa likod. Okay. This is the only cranial nerve that begins or arrives at the posterior surface. That is the trochlear nerve. Hindi pala siya yung longest. Okay? Next, you have now, okay, pakita ko lang ha. Yung maliit na yan, di ba kanina, look at the anterior part. Nakita niyo yung nag-exit dyan, that is the abducen. That is the actual specimen kasi siningin ko lang yan para hindi kayo malito mamaya. That is the trigeminal nerve, lateral to the pons. And this one class is the facial nerve. And lateral to the facial nerve again is the vestibulocochlear. Okay? Okay. Nakuha class? Cranial nerves yun. Okay, now let's go to the cranial nerve nuclei. Okay. That is the Edinger-Westphal class. Okay? That is the Edinger-Westphal. Yung nasa pinakataas na nucleus, that is the Edinger-Westphal, which is parasympathetic. It supplies the ciliary muscles of the eye. Okay? Edinger-Westphal. Inferior to the Edinger-Westphal is the oculomotor nucleus. Okay? So, pag yan na class nucleus na yan, ha, hindi na yan nerves. Okay? Oculomotor nucleus, which supplies the extraocular muscles except for the superior oblique and lateral rectus muscle. Okay. Followed by the trochlear nucleus. Kasi diba, nakikita nyo on the other side, that is the trochlear nerve. So this is class, that is the trochlear nucleus. Okay. Nakukuha, nasusundan? Ha? Madami yan. Okay, next you have the cranial nerve number 5, which is trigeminal. It has 3 parts. Yung pinakamalaki sa gitna, that is the principal sensory nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Then it will branch, or meron siya doon sa itaas, that is the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. And inferior, sundan nyo. Sundan nyo yung inyong trigeminal nerve. You have the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve going down to the medulla. So, 3 parts of the trigeminal nerve. You have the sensory, yun yung pinakamalaki. Sa taas niya, the mesencephalic, inferior to the sensory nucleus, is the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Ha? So, you have to be specific when we ask for that part of the cranial nerve. Nakikita ba? Okay, sige, let's repeat. Saan mo gusto ulitin? Sa umpisa? Ha? Yung Edinger-Westphal? Ayan. Sige, ulitin ko na ha. Edinger-Westphal. Oculomotor. Nucleus. Trochlear. Okay, yan o. Principal sensory nucleus. Nakikita nyo? Principal sensory, then you have the mesencephalic and the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Now, buksan nyo ng konti or i-tilt nyo yung brainstem. Sa loob may makikita pa kayong nucleus. Okay, yung malaking yan, that is the motor nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Nakita nyo ba? Class, nakita nyo? Ha? Nakita hindi o hindi nyo hinahanap? Nakita? Ayan, very good. Dito nakita. So, i-tilt nyo ng konti yung brainstem. Kaya class, pinakuha ko na kayo ng brainstem para hindi kayo hirap mamaya mag-identify. Tilt nyo ng konti sa loob niya, doon nyo makikita yung motor nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Okay? Nakita ba? Okay. Next, that is the abducent nucleus. Abducent nucleus, nakikita niyo yan, class? Abducent. Then, the superior and inferior salivatory nucleus. Lateral to the abducent, class, may makikita kayong mahaba. Okay, that is the superior and the inferior salivatory nucleus. Look at the specimen, class. Look at the model. Can you appreciate? Can you see it? Yes, no? Hindi nyo nakita? Nakita ba? Okay, sige. Again, lateral to the abducent is the superior and the inferior salivatory nucleus, which are general visceral efferent. It is parasympathetic to the salivatory glands, salivary glands. Okay? Kaya yan, yellow yung light niya. Okay, now, okay, the facial motor nucleus. Okay, lateral to the salivatory nucleus, nandoon siya sa loob. Pikita ko muna yung vestibulocochlear. Ayan. Vestibular nucleus yan, class. Yung malaking yan. Near the dun sa lateral side ng pods. Okay? Diyan, no? Dun sa peduncle, mga cerebral peduncle niya. Those are the cerebral peduncle. This is specifically the middle cerebral peduncle. Kaya yung malaking yan, class, that is the vestibular nucleus. Okay? Again, this is the middle cerebral peduncle. Yung malaking yan, that is the vestibular nucleus. Now, tilt the vestibular nucleus inside. Yan, sa loob niya. Kaya ko yan nakatilt. Tinilt ko para makita nyo na sa loob, merong malaking nucleus. That is the facial motor nucleus. Tilt nyo. Tilt. Tilt nyo yung brainstem sa loob ng vestibular and the facial motor nucleus. Nakita? Itong mga aktibong itong mga batang to. Nakita nyo? Very good. Okay. Again, this is the vestibular nucleus, diba? It is made up of the cochlear part also, kaya vestibulocochlear nerve ang tawag sa kanya. So here, class, doon sa mas malapit doon sa cerebral peduncle nyo, that is the posterior cochlear nucleus. Can you see it? Posterior cochlear nucleus. Then doon sa katabi ng facial nucleus nyo, that is the anterior cochlear nucleus. Okay? Yung maliit na kuwit na yan, napakaliit lang na kuwit na yan. Nakita ba yung pinakamaliit na yan? Na kuwit? Let's go back. Yan. Di ba yan yung facial motor nucleus nyo? Katabi niyan. Katabi niyan, may maliit na kuwit. Yung maliit lang yun, that is the anterior, yan o, anterior cochlear nucleus. Okay? Yung maliit na kuwit na yan, that is the anterior cochlear nucleus. Okay, next. Now, we go now to the hypoglossal nucleus.